A bizarre outburst on board a United Airlines flight, and it's all captured on cell phone camera. We spoke to a man who helped restrain a fellow passenger with zip ties.
TSA is calling this the busiest holiday travel season. We'll tell you what to expect here at the San Diego International Airport.
The San Diego County community where we've learned a sexually violent predator is now living.
A mother and grandmother dies after a hospital medicine cap is found lodged in her throat. We'll hear from her family who's demanding answers.
Everyone's talking about Glicked.
So we should go see the movies and then do a story on it.
But first, we need a name.
Savvy.
Molding every student into a work of art. We honor Mr. Stout, this month's classroom hero.
CBS 8 News live at 6 starts right now.
We begin tonight with video of a bizarre outburst on board a California-bound United Airlines flight where other passengers had to restrain that man midair with zip ties. Good evening, and thank you for joining us. I'm Carlo Cicchetto.
I'm Marcella Lee. The video comes during one of the busiest travel times of the year. CBS 8's Kelly Hessedal talked with one of the passengers who helped step in to restrain the man.
This is not the kind of situation that anyone wants to be in mid-flight. Now, that passenger told me they were about an hour away from landing when a fellow passenger got on top of his seat and started kicking it.
This is what Gino Galafaro says he woke up to on board United Flight 502 heading to Los Angeles from Austin a couple weeks ago. A man kicking his seat repeatedly down into the row behind him.
I videoed it for like 30 seconds. I saw a flight attendant walk past him 2 or 3 times. I was thinking, why isn't anybody doing anything?
United confirms there were 76 passengers and 5 crew members on board.
It seemed like other people were scared.
Galofaro says he and 2 others stepped in. They got up to restrain the man.
I got him from the back and put a choke on him. Simultaneously, I guess 2 other passengers were getting zip ties from the flight attendant. By the time we zip tied him, we seat belted him around the seat and kind of restrained him like that. And then he just put his head down and I think realized, kind of came out of it and was calm the rest of the flight.
LAX police were there when the plane landed. A spokesperson tells CBS 8 they believe the man was under the influence of something, suffering from a medical episode. He was taken to the hospital. Galofaro happens to be the CEO at Hope Interventions, Inc., a substance abuse intervention company based here in San Diego.
There's a lot of things going on when people are in psychosis. Either people are after them, they're seeing things that aren't there. So, you know, he was probably trying to stomp out someone that was after him in the seat that wasn't there, in my professional opinion.
And Galofaro says he thinks this all happened for a reason. He says since that video started going viral online, the man's family, his mother actually, reached out to him, and he is now helping her son get the help that he needs. Meanwhile, United Airlines told CBS 8 it thanks its crew for helping address that situation. They say that that man has been banned from any future United flights. Kelly Hessedal, CBS 8.
Thanks, Kelly. Tonight, we're learning a sexually violent predator is now living in Jacumba Hot Springs.
Merle Wakefield was just released from a state mental hospital yesterday. We're told he's now living on Desert Rose Ranch Road in a home that previously housed other sexually violent predators. Under the conditional release program, Wakefield will be required to wear a GPS monitor. He'll be monitored as well by security guards who we're told will be at the house 24 hours a day.
3 people are facing charges tonight accused of stealing items, including laptops from San Isidro High School. The school is on break for the Thanksgiving holiday, but San Diego police were notified by an alarm at the school. When officers arrived, they say they found the 3 burglars putting the stolen items into a Jeep with Baja California license plates. They were arrested and taken into custody soon after.
Tonight, we're learning that no criminal charges have been filed yet against a man who was arrested last week with his son following a deadly stabbing in Grant Hill. Police say it happened last Friday during a fight over vandalism. The 36-year-old victim died at a hospital. Today, he was identified as Moises Duarte. 37-year-old Emilio Torres and his 17-year-old son were arrested after the stabbing. Torres was set to be arraigned today, but San Diego police say charges have not been filed at this point, pending additional investigation. The victim's 15-year-old son was initially taken into custody, but later released. is known to many as Blackout Wednesday because it's one of the biggest drinking days of the year. That is one of the reasons California Highway Patrol will be out in full force starting tonight. The agency's maximum enforcement period took effect just moments ago. It runs through the weekend. That means all available officers will be out looking for impaired drivers and people who are speeding or driving unsafely. Officials remind us that if you do go out and drink, please plan accordingly and either designate a sober driver or call for a ride. Today is expected to be the busiest travel day before Thanksgiving.
AAA is expecting nearly 72 million drivers will hit the road today. Millions across the country are also hitting the skies. Airlines believe today will be their busiest before tomorrow, with nearly 3 million flyers expected to pass through security checkpoints. We found one guy who even dressed up for the occasion.
I figured if I did this, no one could frown at me because you can't yell at an elf. Could you possibly yell at an elf?
You think he had a middle seat? The FAA even opened up some express lanes typically reserved for the military along the east and Gulf Coast to help ease airport crowding.
Was his name Buddy?
Yeah, got a new buddy. The TSA is expecting it to be a very busy holiday travel season.
CBS 8's Alex Lai reports from San Diego International Airport with a look at how busy things are here in America's finest city.
Well, TSA recommends arriving 2 hours early, but that time varied for travelers we spoke with earlier.
I'm like an hour early.
About 2 hours, right on time.
So we're an hour and 20 minutes early?
So I'm 2 hours early.
30 minutes. People are heading home for the holidays, but most aren't concerned about a travel rush.
It's actually pretty dead right now, so I'm not worried at all.
San Diego usually gets pretty done fast. It's a small airport.
Even if we're not seeing it in San Diego, TSA is calling this the busiest holiday travel season. That's because travel in 2024 has been up in general, and Thanksgiving is no exception.
Today, we're expecting about 2.9 million passengers to go through TSA security checkpoints. We'll see that potentially go over 3 million on Sunday as people are traveling back from their holidays.
That's about 6% more compared to last year and about 17% more than 2022.
Number one thing to do is pack your patience. Be ready for airports to be very busy, and especially if you're traveling in what we call the rush hours of the morning. Between 5 a.m. and 9 a.m.
Passengers can keep security lines moving by being prepared with liquids and removing prohibited items from carry-ons.
I mean, it looks decent, but I'm kind of scared to go inside. I feel like it's going to be a little crazy.
It's been kind of busy trying to get in and get our baggage claim done.
And just because it hasn't been too busy yet doesn't mean it won't get to that level.
A lot of times over the holidays, people are parking cars or taking rental cars back, and those things can get pretty busy as well. So build those in addition to that 2 hours to make sure you have enough time to get through the process and to your flight with enough time.
And FlightAware has reported more than 100 delays just today, most of those with Southwest. Make sure to check your flight before you leave the house. Reporting at the airport, Alex Lai, CBS 8.
You know, if you're traveling at this time, you just need to be ready for it.
I like all those people got there early, and then it eases the stress a little bit.
Eases for you, yeah, exactly.
Right? Yeah.
Heads up, by the way, several county and City of San Diego services will be closed tomorrow for Thanksgiving.
All county offices, libraries, animal shelters, and health clinics will be closed. All resource centers and most community centers will also be closed. In the city of San Diego, all administrative offices, libraries, rec centers, and pools will be closed tomorrow and Friday. There will be no trash pickup on Thursday for City of San Diego residents. That will be delayed until Friday.
And for retailers, Target, Walmart, Sam's Club, Costco, and Walgreens will all be closed tomorrow. The U.S. Post Office will not deliver mail, and banks are also closed. CVS, Kroger stores, and Whole Foods, they will be open, we're told. Most city services around the county will be closed tomorrow, so to be sure, make sure you check your city's website. A man is arrested by TSA while trying to fly out of the country.
What they say they found in his bag still ahead. Plus, a San Diego family is suing Scripps Health, accusing doctors of making a deadly mistake.
All right, that forecast, we are talking about Thanksgiving for tomorrow. You got 67 degrees. We're going to start off with some dense fog in the morning hours and then get to some afternoon sunshine. Your forecast is coming up.